From quitting her acting career to focus on her mental health to being put under psychiatric hold after a very public meltdown.
Story is that you threw a bong and items out the window. Is that true, Amanda?
Guys, gotta give him the...
Have you ever wondered why Amanda Bynes disappeared from the spotlight? Well, there's no straight answer, but don't worry, I've gotcha. So let's start from the earliest point of her career. Bynes wanted to be an actress since she was a kid. So when she was just 10 years old, her father enrolled her in a comedy camp for kids called The Laugh Factory. She went on to do stand-up comedy in front of Arsenio Hall and Richard Pryor, two of the best comedians in the world.
Maybe I should have skipped that 13th candy bar. Why would I want to take a break at home? That's what I go to school for.
Soon after, she was scouted by Nickelodeon officials and made her way to television. The young actress landed her first role on All That, which ran from 1996 to 2000, and quickly became a star. Bynes was a feature in skits like Ask Ashley, Whatever, Captain Tantrum, and had many other super adorable parts. The execs soon realized that they had a gem working for them and decided to give her her own spin-off show. It was called The Amanda Show. During all 3 seasons of the spin-off, Nickelodeon's audience chose Bynes as their favorite TV actress. She won hearts all over the world. And that led to her breaking into the movie industry too. She first appeared on the big screen in the 2002 family comedy Big Fat Liar, in which she starred alongside Frankie Muniz. The movie was a big hit. It made more than $50 million around the world. She went on to star in a lot of other rom-coms, such as What a Girl Wants in 2003 and She's the Man in 2006, alongside Channing Tatum. In the years after her success on Nickelodeon, Bynes played opposite Jenny Garth on the show What I Like About You, which was aimed at an older audience. During this time, Amanda became one of the most popular faces in Hollywood. Bynes' movie career really took off from 2006 to 2010. She was in many popular movies such as Hairspray, Sydney White, and Easy A. But then things changed. The entire world was super surprised when she announced that she would be leaving the industry. At first, she told fans that she just didn't want to act anymore because she'd lost interest. She just didn't enjoy it anymore. But the real reason came out soon enough. In an interview with Paper Magazine, Bynes explained that she didn't really like herself anymore. She couldn't stand how she looked in Easy A, and she didn't like how she always played the part of the mean girl. But maybe it had more to do with her drug addictions. She admitted during a television interview that she was pretty high when she saw the movie. And that's when things start to get really bad. In 2012, Bynes was accused of hitting a sheriff's deputy's car with her black BMW. She looked super out of it in her booking picture. Bynes was charged with a hit and run on April 10th, again on August 4th of 2012, and yet again in 2014. She was put on probation for 3 years and had to go to AA for 3 months. Her trouble with the law didn't end there. She threw a bong out of the 36th floor window after police were called to her Times Square apartment because she was reportedly smoking pot in the lobby. During this time, she went to court more than once, with wild and disheveled hair, big sunglasses, and a lot of piercings. The bong-throwing case was dropped after Bynes agreed to see a psychiatrist. She was charged with putting other people in danger and for possession of marijuana. And if you thought that would be the end of it, you'd be wrong. The young actress went on some very bizarre Twitter rants as well. Bynes spent a lot of 2013 on Twitter as a way to let off steam while dealing with all her legal drama. The Hollywood sweetheart turned bad girl called out everyone she could. The tweets were super weird, trust me. She called Obama and his wife ugly and asked him to fire the cop who arrested her for DUIs. She made the internet go crazy with her tirades, like when she asked Drake to murder her, lady parts. Yep, I'm not making this up. I've got to say the craziest tweet she ever sent was when she said she would never marry a German because she's Jewish. What even, right? Finally, though, it looked like she was turning things around when she enrolled in fashion school. She claimed that even when she was a famous actress, she'd always been a fashionista at heart. After taking a break from social media and going back to school in January 2014 to study fashion design and marketing, Bynes seemed to be doing better for a change. Reports suggested that she was a great student who always participated and really cared about her classes. But things went south pretty soon again. She fell behind in her lessons because she was having trouble with her mental health. Amanda was supposedly kicked out of school for getting into horrible fights with some classmates, but she managed to turn things around again just in time by 2017. Bynes had to spend the first few months of her senior year in a mental health facility after a stress-related breakdown, but she was able to finish her degree in June 2019, almost 5 years after she first started at FIDM. That's when she decided to be open about her psychiatric issues on social media. After Bynes was accused of starting a fire in the garage of an elderly woman in July 2013, she was first sent to the hospital on a 5150 mental detention. In a string of disturbing tweets, she said that her father had hurt her sexually, physically, and verbally. In October 2013, she was put on psychiatric hold in Los Angeles again. The actress also claimed that she had installed a microchip in her head. A month later, though, she took to Twitter once again to explain her behavior. The former It Girl let her fans know that she had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and manic depression and was seeking psychiatric help for it. It didn't seem to be working, though, because she was soon put under a conservatorship in 2013 when Bynes was 27 years old. She couldn't cope with her increasing mental health problems, so her mother was given temporary control over her. By October 2014, the conservatorship was made permanent. People at the time heard about a legal petition that said the actress posed a substantial risk to herself, to others, and to property. She had been spending a lot of her savings on drugs and psychedelics. The She's the Man actress was even seen giving expensive gifts to random people. Her mother was put in charge of her $5 million fortune and was given the job of taking care of it. Just a few days after being named conservator, she asked to give power to a doctor and business manager. Even though Lynn has had help from professionals, it looked like she kept her legal power because she still handles her daughter's personal, medical, and financial matters. Things took a turn for the better for her when she announced her engagement. The whole world was concerned when Bynes announced that she was getting married on Valentine's Day 2020. The announcement was accompanied by a picture of her boyfriend, Paul Michael. Her conservatorship also ended in February 2022. In October 2022, she enrolled in cosmetology school to become a manicurist, and things seemed to be looking good for her once again. But it all came crashing down yet again. She called off her engagement and had one of the worst, most public breakdowns of her entire life. The comic was found walking around Los Angeles naked, asking people to call the police so she could be put on psychiatric hold once again. As of right now, the former actress turned beauty technician is being held on a 5150 psychiatric hold. Hopefully this time around she'll get the help that she needs. And that's all I have on why Amanda Bynes disappeared from the spotlight.